Fun Facts presents the 1955 Austin Healey. This is a classic 50s car, and it was introduced back in 1953, and this particular model had a run through 1956. I am excited. I hope you're excited, and let's get started now. The Austin Healey 100 is a sports car that was built by Austin Healey from 1953 until 1956. Based on the Austin A90 Atlantic mechanicals, it was developed by Don Healey to be produced in-house by his small Healey car company in Warwick. Healey built a single Healey 100 for the 1952 London Motor Show, and the design impressed Leonard Lord, managing director of Austin, who was looking for a replacement for the unsuccessful A90. Body styling was by Jerry Coker. The chassis was designed by Barry Bibley, with the longitudinal members and cross bracing, producing a comparatively stiff structure upon the mount of the body. He innovatively welded the front bulkhead to the frame for additional strength. In order to keep the overall vehicle height low, the rear axle was underslung, the chassis frame passing under the rear axle assembly. Lord struck a deal with Healey to build it in quantity. Bodies were made by Jensen Motors, were given Austin mechanical components at Austin's Longbridge factory. The car was renamed the Austin Healey 100. The 100 was the name by Healey for the car's ability to reach 100 miles per hour. Its successor, the better known Austin Healey 3000, was named for the almost 3,000 cc displacement of the engine. Apart from the first 20 cars, production Austin Healey 100s were finished at Austin's Longbridge plant alongside the A90, and based on fully trimmed and painted body chassis units produced by Jensen in West Bromwich. In agreement, the two companies previously had explored with the Austin A40 Sports. 14,634 Austin Healey 100s were produced. The 100 was the first of three models later called the Big Healeys to distinguish them from the much smaller Austin Healey Sprite. The Big Healeys are often referred to by the three character model designators rather than by their models, as the model names do not reflect the mechanical differences and similarities well. The first 100s were equipped with the same undersquare 87.3 millimeter bore and 111 millimeters stroke, 90 bhp, 2660 cc, 14 engines and manual transmissions as the standard production A90, but the transmission was modified to be a 3-speed unit with overdrive on the second and top. Girling 11-inch drum brakes were fitted all around. The suspension used modified Austin A90 components in order to be cost efficient as possible. Steering was by Austin's worm and peg system. Front suspension was independent, double wishbone, coil springs at the rear, and a rigid axle with semi-elliptic leaf springs. An ABN1 tested the Motor Magazine in 1953 had top speed of 106 miles per hour and could accelerate from 0 to 60 in 11.2 seconds. Fuel consumption of 22.5 miles per imperial gallon was recorded. The test car cost €1,063 including taxes. A total of 10,030 BN1s were built from May 1953 until replaced by the BN2 model in August 1955. The 54 BN1 chassis is on permanent display in the Bonneville Salt Flats exhibit at the Simon Foundation Automotive Museum in Pennsylvania. The high-performance 100M model was introduced in 1955 with larger carburetors, a cold air box to increase engine airflow, high-lift camshaft, and 8-to-1 compression pistons. It produced 110 bhp at 4,500 RPM. The front suspension was stiffened and the bonnet gained louvers along with the bonnet belt. Approximately 70% of 100Ms were finished with a two-tone paint scheme, including one white over red and another black over pink, for display at the 1955 London Motor Show. In all, 640 100Ms were built by the factory. The 100M components, including the high compression pistons, were also available as the Le Mans engine modification kit, which could be installed in either the BN1 or BN2, with the engine in the situ improving the power output approximately 100 bhp at 4,500 RPM. The kit could be ordered from BMC, allowing private owners to make their own modifications. Built primarily for racing, the aluminum-bodied 100S for Sebring model developed 132 bhp at 4,700 RPM. 5 Works Development Special Test cars carrying the SPL chassis number prefix were developed during the 53 and 54 year, with one winning its class at Sebring in 1954 and prompting the S designation. Only 50 production 100S cars were made, hand-built by the Don Healey Motor Company at Warwick, delivered between February and November of 1955, and carrying the AHS chassis number prefix. To minimize weight and improvement performance, the cast iron cylinder head was replaced by Westlake designed aluminum one, and the overdrive unit was not installed. Dunlop disc brakes were used all around, the world's first production car to feature them both front and rear. To further lighten the vehicle, bumpers and hood, convertible top were eliminated, the grille reduced in size, and the windscreen made of plastic. In all, weight was reduced by approximately 200 pounds. The majority of the 100Ss were two-toned white with blue sides. A handful were produced in solid spruce green and red, and a single one in black. The unrestored Works Racing Team 1953 Austin Healey 100S special test car that had been campaigned by factory drivers Lance Macklin, Gordon Wilkins, and Marcel Beckhart, sold for a world record 843,000 euros on December 1, 2011 at Boham's December sale. Bonham's December sale. This car was involved in the 1955 Le Mans disaster, motor racing's most lethal crash, in which 84 people died. Whoa. And 120 were injured. Whoa. Terrible. Driver David Schale raced an Austin Healey 100S. It is known that Schale gained at least 13 podium finishes in the car, coming in first in 4 of those races. EVV, as the car is known, sold for $673,500 at the Bonham's Goodwood Festival of Speed auction on 27th of June 2014. Okay, well, if you found yourself this far into the video, we'd certainly like to thank you for taking time out of your day to watch our video. I will leave a link below the video for the Wikipedia article that I've been reading from, because there's a whole lot more there, and I'm not going to make this video too much longer. So if you like our video, please give us a thumbs up, because it really does help our channel. And if you like our channel, please subscribe, because we'll be doing all of the sports cars from the 50s and 60s, the muscle cars. We'll be getting later into the hybrid cars and the supercars. We'll be doing car shows and autoramas. We'll be doing custom cars and hot rods. So a little bit of everything for everybody. And we hope to see you when we upload our next video. And always take great care. Thank you.